Business? I gasped, turning to the police with eyes full of tears. Officer who uses those in a healthy relationship, please save her. She's been crying for mercy. The police officer looked at the gear, then back at the hysterical crowd. The pressure was on. Enough! Save it for the station! Click. The handcuffs went on Marcus. He was shoved into a cruiser, shouting into the void. I stood there, clutching a shivering Elena, refusing to give a statement. Officer, can we get her to the hospital first? She inhaled so much dust, and she's in a state of severe shock. She needs medical care now. I squeezed the cop's hand, my voice cold as ice. We want a full medical exam, a comprehensive physical report. We're going to sue this animal for every cent he has. Elena went rigid at the word exam. The ambulance roared toward the city hospital. Once on the stretcher, Elena was finally freed from the coat. She was hacking, coughing up white dust, her face a mask of trauma. When I reached for her purse, she froze, her eyes widening in sheer terror. Oh, baby, don't move. The doctor said your airways are scorched. I gently pinned her hand down and snatched her phone. Elena was crying, shaking her head, her throat raw and failing. You want to call your parents, don't you? Don't worry. I'll show them exactly what this monster did to you. I swiped her phone across her face. Beep. Face ID unlocked. Elena squeezed her eyes shut, her body shuddering. A nurse hurried over. Ma'am, stop moving! You're on an IV! It's okay, she's just panicked. She wants her mom, I cooed to the nurse. I turned my back to Elena and dialed the number of her uptight, image-obsessed parents. The moment they picked up, I didn't say a word. I just started wailing. Auntie, something happened to Elena. Marcus, that animal. I shouldn't have let him near her. I gave them just enough. Confrontation, distress, police are here to trigger their worst nightmares. Every word was a needle to their pride. 20 minutes later, they burst into the ER. Her father looked like he'd aged 10 years, his knuckles white around his walking cane, his face a storm of rage. Dad? Mom? Elena shrank under the blankets. Before they could speak, I dropped to my knees. I'm sorry, it's my fault. I didn't see him for the beast he was. He dragged her into the garage, the restraints. If I hadn't arrived, he would have ruined her. Her mother started wailing, clutching her daughter. My poor baby. What kind of karma is this? How are you supposed to get married now? Her father banged his cane on the floor. Where is he? I'll kill him! And you, why were you even with a man like that? Do you know what this does to our reputation? Elena looked ready to faint. She opened her mouth to speak, to defend herself, but I lunged up, clapping a hand over her mouth. Doctor, get in here. She's hallucinating. She needs a sedative now. The staff rushed over. What's happening? She's in shock. She's trying to defend her attacker. He's completely broken her mind. In the chaos, I leaned in close to her ear, my whisper sounding like a velvet-lined threat.